Hi, I'm Terrell Turner, the host of the Business Talk Library, and today I have a great guest on because a lot of people are trying to use social media, and they're running to TikTok, they're running to to LinkedIn, Instagram, and I think that a lot of people have gone past Facebook too quickly because Facebook is still a very effective tool for your business. And there's a guy that I've seen that's doing some great work in that area, and he's not only doing it for himself. He's helping other business owners. He and his wife are doing a great job helping a lot of people really get the most out of Facebook. So I wanted to bring on Russ on the show to talk about that. Russ, welcome to the show, sir.
Man, thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I mean, you're doing a lot of great things. I've seen someone like said different things in the feed, and we'll definitely talk about, the software of automating kind of
Mhm.
how you're using Facebook, because that's been a huge tool for me. I will say, I mean, usually I don't have the privilege of doing that with my guests that I have on to be able to say, well, I use their product and this is what it's done for me. But this is one of those rare chances I get to
Yeah,
talk about that.
that's awesome, man. I'm happy that I'm happy we met, and that you're using the software, and it's working for you and you utilizing it for your business to grow your business the best way you can. And that's one of the things I love hearing, is when people telling me, yo, it's working, it's awesome, I love it. So like that's the best thing my ears can hear, bro. So yeah. Yeah, man.
No. So before we jump into the software, before we jump into, the story of, Focus Media Network, tell us a little bit about, your background and kind of what led you to being, the media coach, the media guide for so
Yeah,
many
yeah.
people.
Well, yeah, I mean, my background, I was in optical. I used to make eyeglasses. I was like this, I was the guy, I was the manager over multiple labs at one point. And it was all about quality for me. I was one of the youngest, but people put me up in the high ranks of like, man, this guy is gonna be killing it as long as he keep on, growing. But we had our first child, all of that kind of changed for me. I took TV production all through high school. I went to college and I took TV production as well. Didn't finish; it was way too expensive. But I learned a lot, just from doing that. So um, when I had my first son, I'm like, yo, I need to think of something so I can spend more time with my kid. I want to see everything, right? 2 weeks notice, because that's what I was doing before. I was doing it all the proper way, but I'm like, I'm gonna have to burn these bridges, So even though they was excited for me, um, I didn't get them a 2 week notice. I called them and I said, hey, I appreciate the opportunity because it was a different store that brought me back, but the same company. And I'm like, I appreciate, you guys bringing me in and letting me do my thing while I grow my business, but I'm not coming back. And the guy, he was like, I already knew you was leaving, Russ. I knew it was gonna happen you know what I'm saying? I knew it was coming. So, he's like, I knew it was coming. So you good. So then, yeah, so I started working with realtors. So we took our video, my wife and I, when I say we, it's my wife and I, Teresa, we took our business and we started learning about ads. So we bought courses on ads, and then we started running ads for ourselves to do more videos for companies. We grew that. So then now we started implementing the ads for the companies we was doing videos for. So now we was doing videos and running ads on Facebook and Instagram. And yeah, like you said in the beginning of this, people think Facebook is dead. It's absolutely not. Facebook is the brains of every operation. When they come out with a new social media platform, they're looking at things on Facebook, what's working, and they're taking little segments of it and they're creating a whole nother platform for it. So but Facebook is the brains of social media. You on Instagram, it's the brains of it. When you run ads on Facebook, they also getting ran on Instagram. So I like to say Facebook is the brains of it all. Um, but then we started running ads, and then after we started running ads, we got tired of really working with realtors. Hey, realtors out there, like I'm sorry, but you guys, I love you if you do the work, but a lot of realtors don't want to do the extra work. They just want to show the houses, get the checks, and be done. you have some realtors out there that's going to put the work in, put the effort in on social media. I see a few of them out there that be killing it. When they do it, they do it. But I don't like being in the place of uh trying to convince people. You know, I just want to. I want to tell you my product. If you feel like it can help you, then you make a decision, right? I'm not that guy that's just trying to. But you need it for this reason and this reason and that reason and this. I'm gonna tell you what it is, and if people have questions, then I will break it. I will answer the questions, right? Um, but then we implemented the ads, and we was running the ads for realtors and things like that. Was really good, really good. And before COVID hit, I was telling my wife, I was telling a lot of people. I talked to my friend the other day, and he was like, "Man, you was calling it. Everything is going digital, digital, digital." And that's what I used to yell out to everybody, man. I was the crazy guy that's like, "Yo, you need to take this digital, man. Digital, 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 go digital. You know, you need courses, you need digital products." And and my buddy, he was mimicking me the other day. He was like, "Man, you were saying it." And then, Corona happened, and I didn't expect that to happen, but that
Mhm.
just sped up the digital world a lot more, right? So now we're in the digital world where we started teaching people how to run their own ads. We start teaching our students how to do their own, implement their own strategies, our strategies that we did, and implement them into what they're doing, so they can grow whatever it is that they're trying to grow through social media. They can grow it. And then we came out with the software. Um, and the reason why we even thought of the software or started working on the software is because our students were spending, anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000 per month on ads.
Oh,
And then our students that we was getting in touch with, they didn't have that money to, put that much in ads. And we was telling people, hey, just start with $5 per day, which is good, and you should do. Like, if you're not running ads, you definitely should run ads for $5 a day, even if it's only 3 days, right? But we know that people have to start from an organic place. So the software is that automation. Am I going too fast? Am I talking too fast?
no, no, you're good. You're good. I got a couple of questions, so
Okay,
keep
okay.
going.
Yeah, okay. So we took that the organic methods, and that's when the software was created. And we like, yo, we gonna help people really kill it with this software. Um, because people still have jobs, people have kids, and we wanted them to have a certain a way to still be moving on social media without actually, really being there. So yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha. So there's a couple of things that you mentioned that I want to go a little bit deeper on now. I've heard the saying people say, if you got, even if you start off just spending, I've heard people say $3 to $5 on ads, you
Mhm.
should. Now, what's really because some people, I think when they hear that, they're like, okay, what can I really expect? Like, how will I even know if this $5 is being effective? So when you tell someone like, hey, spending $5 a day on ads, like why would that be a good start? Or like what are some of the kind of like the signs they can look for to see like, hey, this is actually productive?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, the thing is, when you run in the ads is so more eyes can see you, right? And sometimes you're not going to have people that engage, uh, with your ad. That means change it up. That means find a way to be more entertaining. Find a way to grasp people attention, because you only have a 3-second window. So if you're seeing that ad not being effective, then you have to go into a place to be more creative, right? Meaning, you're not getting any engagement. But the great thing about it is that you're getting in front of new people. And when you're running ads, it's telling you that it's learning your audience. So you'll see like a little green little dot that's kind of glowing, and it says learning. So it's learning who your audience is based off the demographics that you placed in there, right? So whoever your audience, whoever your target audience is, where you niche down and you go after a certain type of audience, um, and you put that inside the ad, you have to let it just run and learn. And as it learns, you go back and you look at what the what is it? Uh the stats, the demographics of what that ad went and learned about your audience. And then you take that and you can retarget those people that interacted with that. So it'll tell you about how many people clicked on it. So you can see that. And then you can go back and retarget those people that did take little action, meaning they clicked on it, they watched a video for a certain amount of time. Because Facebook gives you all of that information. If you have a video, Facebook will tell you, you know, 20 people watch this video, 20% of the video. 9 people watched it 70% of the video. 3 people watched it 100% all the way through. So you just take that and then you just retarget with a different ad.
Gotcha.
Now those people see you more. So what they say in business, people have to see you 7 to 12 times before they even purchase from you, right? So you want to be in front of your audience. Even if you don't see a result right away, that's why you want to start off with a little if possible. And that's the great thing about organic, because when you grow organic first and then you begin to run ads, you already learned so much about who your audience is in an organic way, right? For those people who don't understand what organic is you're using more time than money. So it's more, it's you going into groups, you having conversations with people, you uncovering people's needs. And once you do that work, and when it's time to run ads, you have a more understanding of who your audience is and who you're going after.
Gotcha. That's been a new area for me because, like I said, my background is accounting and finance, with
Mhm.
just learning that marketing side. Like, I would hear so many people talk about, the process of discovering who your real audience
Yeah.
is much more complicated, or it takes much more effort than people realize.
Yeah.
Because I wonder if, at times, like, even when you talk about, like, with real estate agents and stuff like that, and even like when you look at service-based business, because what I see a lot on Facebook is you see a lot of ads for products, or what kind of shows up in my feed at times. Like,
Mhm.
do you feel like, the Facebook ads become effective also for people who do offer a service?
Oh yeah, I think it could be a service, a product, whatever it is. Um, Facebook is right for it. I think even with a service, you want to start off organically, you know. Um, and with a service, you can run ads, because if you're doing a service, you only have an area that you're really doing it in, right? A small area that you can really serve. It's depending on if that has to be physical. Now, with what you do, don't actually have to be physical. You can still do what you do online, right?
Mhm.
Um, with your service. So yeah, I say, but the biggest thing is people don't niche down enough, right? We want to help more people. We want to put more titles in the area of who we help. Meaning, like, I help doctors, lawyers, fishermen. Like, come on, man. That's it's like it's way too wide of who we help. And when my wife and I, we always telling people to niche down. And I know a lot of us hear that over and over again, but we don't really understand. I don't think people really understand what niching down is. So meaning, um, my wife like to give this example of helping being a realtor, right? That help pet owners,
Wow.
because they have a different need when it comes to purchasing a home or renting a home than someone who don't have pets. Now, if I'm a realtor and my niche is helping people with pets find homes, I'm gonna be known as the pet guy. You get what I'm saying? So now I niche so far down, that I'm known for the pet guy. So anybody that's moving from Chicago or out of state or whatever, and they have pets, they gonna think of me. You get what I'm saying? And that's what you want. You want people to think of you in that niche. niching down of going after your target audience. Um, yeah,
So, one of the things that I've been curious about is, as you tend to see people that niche down, does that tend to create, I guess you say, they tend to attract more, I guess you say, super fans to
mhm,
what they're doing if they're in a specific niche?
yeah.
Or I guess, is there a correlation there? Because I mean, that's my hypothesis, but I'm wondering from you who work in it, is there a correlation there?
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. You definitely. My wife, she call it raving fans. Yeah, and you create raving fans by niching down. Not saying you can't go wider, right? Once you be successful in that niche, once you get successful in that niche, whatever that number is for you, you can widen it. You can widen the area of expertise that you're going in and who you're helping, because now you got these raving fans. Say I'm a realtor that help pet owners, right? And I do that for a few years. I grow my brand on social media. And now I got, reviews after reviews after reviews of saying how I help them. That's just gonna widen up anyways. So my niche is gonna change because these people that I help, they have friends, and they friends might not be pet owners, but now they coming to me because I helped their friends with who has a pet owner, and I gave them excellent service. You get what I'm saying? So e- even niching down, you do what you do, and you be great at it. You're gonna get raving fans that's going to bring other people to you, and your range is gonna open up even more of who you help. That's just how it works. Does that answer your question?
No, that's a perfect answer. That's a
Yeah,
perfect answer. And the next thing
yeah,
I wanted to go to, you mentioned about like with the growing organically,
mhm,
because oftentimes, like I said, I think people resist that. I mean, even for myself, where one of the things that I heard someone say growing organically, and so I was spending hours of just reaching out to people manually, like going and searching to find like people that meet a certain criteria. And I mean, it
yeah,
was spending hours. And I think that's how you and I connected because of we started talking about software and I was just
mhm,
like, man, like what used to take me hours, like literally I'd spend like 4 to 5 hours,
yeah.
just trying to find 10 people to connect with.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. And that was the biggest thing for the software is because um you can walk away, you can go to sleep, you can do other things in your business and whatever it is, and you can have your software go out and reach the people that you want to connect with, right? And even putting those keywords in place, now you have an understanding like, okay, this is some of my niche because now I'm using keywords. And when it's time to start running ads, I can still use some of those keywords. I'm knowing what keywords are working for me in an organic way. So when I go into run ads, I can scale faster, right? And I'm gonna tell you too, Terrell, this was my problem. I wanted to move fast, right? And I wanted to be successful fast, like now, make me successful. So my wife and I'm not even gonna put her in this part. It was all me. I was using way too much money for my ads. I was using way too much money. And when I say way too much money, I'm saying I wasn't getting the results to cover what I was using. And I don't like saying the word spend, but I spent money. I didn't use it properly. I spent it because it didn't come back to me the way I wanted it to, right? Um, so that's when we went to like, hey, you gotta go organic first and then you scale. You got so many people just want to run ads and then they think, okay, people just gonna buy from me just from running ads. But you can make tons of money in a niche organically. And I will tell people, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out because we on your channel and I love your energy and what you're doing, you and your wife as well. So guys, start a group, start your own group. Like because when you have your own group, you're controlling the space, right? And then you're bringing people that are interested in what you have to say. So now when you go live, you're gonna have more people tuning into your live. when you post, you're gonna have more people paying attention to what it is that you post. So creating, I like to call it a digital vibe. Creating a digital vibe is huge, and having a group is like the beginning part of it, you know? So yeah, man.
Awesome. Now, I want to talk a little bit about, the software a little bit more. I
Hmm.
mean, and just to give a little bit of a, I guess you say, a testimony from my experience, for my listeners. I mean, it's one of the things that I wanted to do in 2021 is to, to be on more, be a guest on other podcasts, like more podcasts, and going out there trying to find the podcast to be on. I mean, like I said, it was taking hours. I understand why so many celebrities and stuff or people have agents that do that for them.
Right.
But in using the software, I was able to connect with people to where I got 12 shows lined up in a matter of like, 4 weeks of just letting the software run while I went to sleep. And so I wake up in the morning, okay, there's like 10 people I need to respond to. And
Right.
then out of those 10 people, kind of a day, it turned into me being a guest on like 12 other shows in such a tight period of time. So I'm
Yeah.
just like, I would have not been able to do that. So, what are some of the other ways that you're seeing people utilize the software?
Yeah, man. I mean, from growing a group, podcasts, like you said, and those are the main two things. Coaching programs, mainly because we have a lot of coaches and consultants. So I have and that's what the software is for. Let me tell the people what the software is for. The software is for you to speed up your process to build your digital vibe, so more people in this digital world can know who you are. So what the software does is you leverage groups, you go into groups, you use keywords, and those keywords go search for those people that have those keywords in their description, and it sends them a friend request in an automatic message, right? To get the relationship started. So one of the things you mentioned is you have the software run, and when you wake up, now you have people to talk to, who knows who you are, and that's the reason why we run ads, because we want to get in front of more people. We want to have more conversations, right? So you was able to do that by running the software and having more conversations. So that's what it's all about, is getting people to know who you are, and getting the right people over to your page. So I'm seeing people grow their podcasts, especially grow their business, grow their groups, um, and pretty much grow any and everything that it is that you're trying to grow. Mainly, it's mainly groups, it's mainly podcasts, and that's what I'm seeing. Business, um, yeah, and that's mainly what we're seeing. That's who we're reaching out to. That's our niche, because we do want to. We tell people to niche down, so that's something that we wanted to do. Um, and yeah, man, I mean, it's a beautiful thing, bro. It's a beautiful thing when, people are in your inbox that is using the software and saying, "Yo, this thing is amazing." Like when you sent me your video and you was like, "I booked this many show. This is what I wanted to use it for, and I'm booking this many shows." So yeah, it's really cool, man. It's really cool to see that it's there to also boost up engagement. A lot. I have some students that they don't even really care about growing their business. They just want to grow their engagement. So, people are growing their engagement, and I'm still trying to get people to make money, because I like for people to make money using the software. So I'm like, please make money doing this, using this, right? So, but you have some people that just want to have more engagement, and they're getting that. So that's cool as well. So yeah, that's how people are using it to grow podcasts, using it to grow their group, and using it just for more engagement.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So now, where can people find like if they're looking for, focus media network, they want to find out, hey, what are you guys doing? They want to find out about your courses. They want to find out about the software. Where can
Yeah.
they go to find you guys?
Yeah. So you can go to focusnetworkmedia.com. That's focusnetworkmedia.com. Or you just want to see, and then we have the software and everything on there. So you can just click and it'll take you directly to the software. We also have some free resources, ebooks. We got anything that we got free things, $7 things. We have higher courses. We got digital courses that teaches you how to go live. So it's profit with live stream, where you're going to go live and you're going to learn how to profit from your live streams that you go on, that you have, as well as the software. So we have different courses. So all you need to go to focusnetworkmedia.com and you can see everything right there. It's a really basic website. We made it that way so everybody, you can just see. As soon as you click on it, it's just super clear. Or for the software, they can go to omgeniussoftware.com and that'll take them directly to the software.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Now, before we wrap up, one question I like to ask all the guests that comes on me, when you think about, your area of expertise, what's two pieces of advice that you would share with other business owners?
Yeah, niche down and build a group. Like, seriously, like, and I know, and that's some of the things that I talked about. Niche down, because honestly, you're going to build relationships, and that's what it's all about, right? It's about building relationships. It's about the content types that you're putting up, from photos, the videos, links, and all that type of stuff. And the popularity, you want to have some type of popularity, and you want to have it in that niche, right? So when you build a group, you building that group because you're bringing people that are interested in what you have over to your page, and then you're inviting them to join your group. And in that group is just, you don't have a whole bunch of different people in your group. You have people that are interested to learn about what it is that you're giving, that you're teaching, and that you're doing. So that's my biggest thing. Niche down, go after one type of audience, niche down, and then build a group that you can bring those people into and that you can give them valuable content.
Awesome. I love it. Well, Russ, thank you so much for taking the time to be on the show. Definitely been a
Yes.
pleasure having you.
Yes, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it so much. Yeah. Thank you guys. My name is Stephen Russ, also known as Live Russ, your media coach at Focus Network Media. I'm sorry my wife couldn't be on today, but she out running errands and doing her thing. So,
Hey,
yeah.
I completely understand. We'll probably have to do another one and bring her back on.
Oh yeah, man. She's a beast. She's a beast, man. She's a beast.
Awesome, man.
And everybody, I can tell them. Can I tell people to join the group if they're
Yeah,
interested?
go ahead, man.
All right. So yes. So it's Facebook marketing support. You guys check it out. Come through. If you have any questions, you can inbox me. I'm a wide open book. I just really like to help people. I want to see people kill it, succeed. It's all about prosperity for me, and that's what we want to give people. So yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for tuning in to the Business Talk Library. If you like our content, be sure to follow us on social media. And if you want to see more of our exclusive content, you can subscribe and become a member on patreon.com/Business Talk Library. Hey, the Business Talk Library is the place where business makes sense.